Caw, caw.
Oh, hello, and Merry Christmas to each and every one of us.
Well, almost. I didn't mute you. The thing meant you. Just letting you know. He knows how this works. If you don't by now, you should. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody, from the 4 o'clock shadow. You're stuffed to the gill. Fortunate enough to have enough to eat. Yeah, that's all the intro you're going to get out of us today. Although we got a new backer, maybe I need to play the trailer more. You know, we got a new backer yesterday, and that's, you know, we got a couple weeks ago, so that's about one a week for the last 3 weeks. You know, on average, so that's pretty good. You know, doing good. Up to 77 backers on the campaign. You know, that's not why we're all here, but yeah,
slow and steady wins the race, my friend.
That's right. I mean, pretty soon be hitting 80 backers. I'm excited about that. I mean, we've already. I mean, we did over $1,400 on the ash can, and it wasn't near as
next thing you know, you'll look over your shoulder, and it'll suddenly be hairy, and we'll have $3.7 million in ice on sale.
Woo-hoo. Send us the money.
We can call it
in the phone book.
We can call you Mighty Joe Young because he was the white gorilla. So.
Yes, indeed. You know, I like those gorillas. Riley in the house. Hello, Riley.
I know you do. What's up, Alfonso?
I noticed, you know, a lot of people that I subscribe to. Of course, I subscribe to a lot of people. Some of the smaller creators not, you know, doing a lot today, but you know, definitely there's some streams going on. I know they got a Spider-Man Avengers episode, sort of holiday thing going on from Warner Brothers. Still up in the air, I think, about the sale of Warner Brothers. Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. And Merry Christmas, says Mrs. G to Rex and Shadow. It has been a Merry Christmas, and actually had our Christmas festivities today. At least, you know, for me, it's all over with, except for the yard work, maybe tomorrow. And high about 75 here today. High about 75.
Wow, nice. Yeah, it was pretty decent here today. It was like 48, almost 50 degrees. Lovely day.
I got there early, about noon, a little bit before noon, and we waited around for about, you know, 30, 40 minutes, and my brother came in. Then eventually, about 20 minutes later, everybody else came in and stayed for about an hour and almost 2 hours, almost a little short than 2 hours, a little over, you know, about an hour and a half probably. But everybody was talking and chatting and having a good time, and I was really surprised they stayed for, on average, for about 2 hours, you know.
That's that's a decent little visit.
Yeah. Shadowhawk says, "Hell all, and a very Merry Christmas to you and yours wherever you may be." Hell, Mrs. G, Merry Christmas to you and the big guy.
Yeah, Mrs. G was in even before I was today, so that's
yeah.
She's in.
Yeah. She's got either one side or the other family entertaining, right?
Yeah, she's still doing that. I mean, I'm kind of lucky in a way because I don't have much family left, and we just have Monohawk's side.
Yeah.
So we don't have to do the back and forth. Man, with my first wife, we used to have to go to her aunt's house for the main thing, and then we would go to my mom's house, and then after that, we would have to go to her grandma's house. And by the time we got home to do Christmas, My poor kid was wore out. She didn't.
You're
We'd
tired.
end up
Yeah.
doing Christmas. Yeah, we'd end up doing it the day after because we spent the whole damn day with family.
Yeah. Yeah. And probably open presents late, you know.
Hmm
Hmm. Uh,
it's much more relaxed and
my
uh,
nephew, my
I don't know, cozy nowadays.
brother's youngest boy went and got pizza at Sam's. And I did not realize, Shadow, Sam's give you like big pieces anyway, right?
Uh,
I don't know if you've ever had their pizza from their deli, Sam's Club.
no, dude, I've actually never been a Sam's member. I've been in the store a few
Okay.
times because my mom had a membership, but I never was.
I didn't know this, but apparently my nephew said that they um, at COVID time they started doing this. They only like score it twice. They make a cross, in four big pieces. Well, there's eight of them, and there's I and my mom, so I guess there was 10 of us, and um, they don't even cut the pizza. They won't even cut it anymore. They just they cut it into fours. Maybe that's how they sell it. I don't know. They started that after COVID. So stupid that they don't cut the pizzas. We had to get a knife out and you know
Right, and cut your own. Dude,
cut
I
the pizza.
usually order extra cheese on mine anyway,
Mhm.
and so by the time it gets to me, I have to recut it anyway. So I got a nice little pizza slicer, all that
Yeah,
good stuff.
this was on bottom. I just took what was closest. I got like three cheese pizza slices,
It
and that
looks
was
like
big enough for me.
pretty substantial chunk of pizza though.
But now, see, this is after us cutting it.
I,
So
I
the
understand that, but I'm
yeah,
saying it still looks like a pretty substantial
oh
piece.
yeah. I mean the pizzas are huge, and then they've got it in
Oh,
fours,
okay.
and those slices were
Oh,
about this big a piece, and it's like, no,
oh
we can't
shit.
eat that. It's crazy. Hey,
You're
great.
trying to kill my mom.
Yeah, right. Uh, yeah, I don't know how much she ate. I ate like three cheese pizzas, and I come home, I was like, ooh, after feeding Abby, and you know, I gave her an
Luckily,
egg. I
very
said, you're getting
half-hearted,
only
great.
the best today and tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm
maybe she's
counting
getting
down the
used to
minutes
eating
right
the
now
raw egg.
to my prime rib roast. Oh, baby.
Now that you ask, now that you asked me about her coat, I think her coat does shine a little bit brighter, with that egg.
Yeah, you still been
Mhm.
giving her the egg? Yeah,
Yeah, I just
good
got
boy.
done giving her one with her meal, and then I gave her probably a little early some more medicine. You know, you're
Mhm.
supposed to give it to her every
Yeah, and
12
you can always
hours.
do that too. Like if you give her like more of the soft meal, so if you wanted to, you could always just mix the egg in with that too. You don't have to give it to her right in a bowl.
Yeah, and I've been scrambling it, like you said, and then just putting the meal
Hmm
on top, and then the stuff is just all around it, the
There
egg,
you go. Yeah,
and
then
yeah,
she just licks it all up and
she
shit.
laps it
And
up. Yeah,
that's. Mhm.
because I
I haven't met
hand
a
feed
dog yet
her.
that did.
I've got those little plastic bowls, and I just put her meal in there, and I hold it while she eats it. And that way I know there's no
Dude,
mess. Or
I used to volunteer at our local dog shelter for a little while,
Mhm.
and it didn't matter how vicious of a dog it was, man, and nobody else wanted to go near it or anything. I'd walk in that place with a dozen eggs in the morning and whip up a little bowl of scrambled egg, and walk up to that
Mhm.
dog. He was my friend for life.
Hey, Mr. G, he says, "How Merry
Hey, little
Christmas."
Mister, good stuff.
Gray and cloudy day in the house. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Oh no, hey, great. I haven't been keeping track of the chat yet. We were just chatting here, starting off the
Chat, chat,
show. So.
chat, chatty Cathy. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, we had pizza today, and I'm happy. That's my favorite food in the world. That and grapes. Um, I was on Topic List last night, and thanks to Carrie Oi Oi Savaloy, I don't see her today. but I will thank her next time I see
Not yet.
her.
I'm
For
sure she will.
because last night I went to Walmart. I needed some bread, and I got Abby some snacks, and she's got a special um, bacon, beef, cheese bone, or whatever that she'll get for Christmas, along with the other soft treats I got her. They were out of a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of people, it's like bone pickings, you know, people shopping, and they were almost out of dog treats. I mean, at least the cheaper kind. I think I got the last 2 bags. Um, got some bread. They had a lot of bread missing. You know, uh, I saw, a lady I've known in church for a long time that I haven't seen her. She lives outside of town, and hardly get to see her, and saw one of her daughters and new husband and son. And that was interesting. Um, But I went to Walmart when I was there. I pulled the trigger and bought. Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. It's kind of got the label tore off the back. Where's the other one? Of course, sitting right here by me. Yeah, this one. I bought some new markers thanks to Carrie, and was able to finish my art piece I was working on, and another one. Show you here in a minute. Well, I lost my co-host. Sorry about that. My ear was itching. But yeah, I know what I'll be having for dinner. Leftover pizza. I never did get any of the meat lovers. I kind of little tastes good. A lot of bacon on there. Italian sausage and pepperoni, I think. It's been a while since I've had Sam's Pizza because I haven't been a member for a long time. But I was there, was a member for about 5, 6 years, 6, 7 years. But I finished on topic list. I liked about this much, lower half, maybe about and maybe some work up in here. So this was pretty much done, the background, the top. So I had about a third of it done, maybe a third to a half of it done. And that really looks blue, but it's kind of like magenta over a blue, kind of like turning it almost like a violet purple background. Goes good with green. Shadowhawk, baby, come back. I don't know what happened to you. I know the link is good. Anyway, there's my bog piece, which turned out totally different than what I thought it would, and what I was going for. I'm actually trying to get a more gritty look for the new bog story I'm going to work on.
What are you kicking me for?
I was telling them I finished this piece last night on Topicless.
Very nice.
And did a pizza round, kind of apropos, since I had pizza today for Christmas celebration.
Must have been one big round.
Yeah. How much does that bog piece cost in markers? Yeah, it was a lot, right? I mean, I went over the background 3 times, twice in blue and then once in sort of magenta.
Probably like $8 in markers just with the ink on it.
Yeah. Well, squeeze every little bit of life out of it I can until they just choke. Choke on the stick.
Well,
I'm going to show you the character.
Some of us have had a lot of practice.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's cheaper than hiring a digital colorist. Probably. Just do it traditionally.
I would assume.
I'm honing my skills. Right?
Yeah,
I'm really surprised that the bog cover turned out as well as it did. That I was able to do that with alcohol markers, because I really don't have that much experience with the markers, you know.
And hey, old Ryan James, Octagon Comics.
Now, Apex Comics, he's got a lot of experience with markers. He's used a lot of markers for a good long time.
Dude,
So
he's
he's pretty
good with
smooth.
those alcohol markers too, man.
Mhm.
You don't see any kind of marks, where you get the overlays stuff on markers sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Oh, you know what I named this guy? I forgot I even named him.
You know what?
Decay. Just Decay.
Oh,
He's got
okay.
flies flying out of his mouth, or that's what those dots represent. Flies coming out of his mouth. Decay. So apparently I named him. I'm trying to find the one here. Where's the one of the character that I did last night? Just sketch card wise. And it wasn't that long ago. So let me go through these again. I must have just missed it. I've done about 100 so far. I noticed Omer was streaming, but that other than that, it was kind of general who was streaming today. Omer Glitch Live. It's good to hear it is. See, I knew it wasn't that far back. Anyway, it was my new character, Entropy, that I did the pizza round of.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to do him because he's going to be in a story with Shadow's Kiss, and I've been working on that story and kind of had him in mind. And I thought, well, I'll just do a pizza round of him. So here we go. Oops.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
So
that came out good. Yeah.
Hopefully it turns out pretty good. Yeah.
That came out
Kept
cool.
the hole in his chest going all the way through. Yeah, he's supposed to be kind of like, his top of his skull sort of collapsing, and it kind of
No,
rebuilds.
Shadow's Kiss. Are we still talking about the original story that you and I discussed a couple of years ago, or have you developed something new that you're working her into?
Of Shadow's Kiss?
Yeah.
Same story. Same story.
It was basically her origin and background back when we were talking about it.
Well, I know it's set in the recent future, and she flees to Italy because I want it very scenically. She's up on top of buildings, and I want like the colonnades below, being very picturesque with her sleekness, ninja-like.
Right, but she's actually thinking about the past and how she got.
She's thinking about the recent past, right? And it's like an inner dialogue. And then I had the concept for Entropy, or said this character could be that character that disintegrates things with the touch. So you know where that might head at the end of that story.
Okay, interesting. I like it.
She may get disintegrated. Now, this was my birthday present amongst not birthday present, Christmas present from my mother. Nice dime with sort of certificate in there. 1994 Coca-Cola.
Oh, wow.
And I know Coca-Cola stuff is quite collectible, but I don't know where she got it. But produced in Germany, 1994. So
that's cool.
Yeah, made in Germany.
I bet that's worth a couple of pennies on eBay.
I think she said it was worth, maybe about $80 or something on I don't know. I'll have to check out, Coca-Cola.
It looks like a pretty quality stein. Is that a pewter top?
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah, that's quality shit, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You could brain somebody with this, and look at the detailing.
Oh, very nice. Well, it's around the top and the bottom as well.
Home again. Yeah. It's around the top and the bottom in blue. Yeah. Very nice. I mean, very heavy, you know, pewter, a little Coca-Cola bottle right there. Got Coca-Cola on the top, and you can see the detailing around the edge here.
Very cool.
Very, very nice, very substantial, heavy Stein. You could brain somebody and kill somebody with that thing. It's so heavy. Not that I advocate violence. I got off work today due to inclement weather. Wow. Yeah, it's about 75 here. So it's been nice here. I can't complain. Although I'm having a little bit with that pizza. Maybe that'll fix it. I am out of tums.
Oh.
But yeah, so I did pretty good to finish the bottom of this and get this totally done and do a complete pizza round. Although, you know, there wasn't, since he's kind of got this this cardboard color anyway for flesh on this, there wasn't a lot I had to do, you know, with the flesh tone. Because on here he's kind of peach, you know, sickly, bruised, you know, in different places, and his body's kind of falling and like sand and reforming, you know. I mean, he doesn't fall apart, you know, but he's kind of in flux. That's why he's called entropy, you know.
Yeah, he's like constantly rotting and reforming, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
My parents always gave
Well,
me
like,
the cheapest, crappiest
cool.
presents. You are lucky. Yeah. Well, I mean, she probably won that at bingo. You know, they've actually.
Your
I
parents
don't know.
probably gave you the best they could. That's all I can say.
Well,
And I don't know that for sure, but
I
I know
treated
most
myself
parents
to
do.
I treated myself to markers, and I thought, you know, if I pick up these markers, and they were out of a lot of markers. These big sets here that are $30 like this, they didn't have any of these, and it wasn't too long ago they had the stocked, the small, you know, the smaller 24 sets. This is the one I got, so thank you, Carrie, again for the money to do that. She gave me earlier last month or this month. But they didn't have any of these large ones. They only had a few of these left.
Oh wow! How many come in that large one?
Huh?
How many come in that big one?
The big one is 40.
Wow, that's
40.
a pretty good chunk of markers.
Yeah, usually you get a blender. You know, I don't really use that.
Yeah.
Homer says you can use
So
them.
you get 39 plus a blender.
Yeah. Yeah, these 24, they've got like some that are more flesh tones. They've got some that are more like, you know, this, which is a variety. And of course, I go for all the greens because I do a lot of bog stuff, you know, and I had this bog piece
Sure.
I needed to finish it. So I actually got, you know, enough variety to finish this. And some of my greens are running a little dry from the first sets that I bought, you know, either from 5 and Below or Walmart.
Well, you have been doing quite a bit of bob.
See, some of them are more for portrait. You get different pictures, so it's got a more like tone,
more of a skin tone,
skin tones, browns, different. Of course, I've mixed these up over time.
That's cool.
And they got one that's maybe more architectural. I don't know. They're different ones, but the ones I usually get is the one with the butterfly on there. That's just got a wide variety of colors.
Merry Christmas, Dale, and to everyone in the chat. If we missed anyone,
at least Rex has sound. Yes. Merry
I might have
Christmas.
been muted for a minute. I was making a drink.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Yeah. At least I have sound. Yeah.
It's the only thing I could come up with out of that comment. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we endeavor to please people here with our audio quality. We don't want to, especially on
We
Christmas Eve.
endeavor to never.
No Christmas music to eat. So, have you done the Christmas thing yet at your house, or are you going to do it later? Or
No, we're gonna do dinner in about probably 40 minutes, and then after dinner we will do a little gift exchange because the business manager is here tonight, but I have to share her with her dad for tomorrow. So
oh,
she'll be leaving uh, tomorrow to go to her dad's place and do Christmas. So we'll do a partial Christmas with me, Mama Hawk, and Baby Hawk, and uh, business manager Hawk. Tonight we'll open. She'll get all her stuff, um, but then we'll do just a little bit between me, Mama, and Baby, and then tomorrow, while she's at her dad's house, we'll have a little miniature second Christmas where we open up a few more presents.
well, please don't tell me you're going to have sardines
I might.
for Christmas dinner.
No, we're having Christmas dinner tonight. I mean,
Yeah,
tomorrow is a whole nother Christmas, I guess, but I might
yeah.
have sardines tomorrow. You never know.
And so, what is the Christmas meal this year?
We're doing a roast prime rib of beef, some fresh corn, and baked sweet potatoes with um, honey butter.
Honey butter. So you would just put the honey butter on there on the sweet potato.
Yeah, you make a
Mm,
what do you call it? A compote or what do you call it? A mixture of
mhm.
you mix honey and butter and you whip it up real good, make
Yeah.
it nice and like they do at the steakhouses, and then you
Now,
bake the
don't you
potatoes.
put butter and cinnamon sometimes with the sweet potatoes? Haven't I seen that? I don't eat.
You can if you prefer cinnamon. My wife's not a big fan of cinnamon, so we just
That's
usually
kind of.
do the butter.
Do they just do cinnamon and butter? I mean, no sugar. I don't know if you'd eat that on. I guess that would be kind of weird to eat on potato, but I guess you could if you have a sweet tooth, especially. It'd be okay.
What to
Uh,
put sugar in it?
yeah, with the cinnamon and the butter, I
Well, yeah, but
guess.
you if you're using a whole salted butter and you
Hmm.
just add a little bit of honey to it and a dash of cinnamon, you mix it together. It you don't need any sugar really. It's
Right.
sweet enough.
So now, why do you add the cinnamon? Is it just kind of tradition, or
It
does it make it
just
taste better?
gives a little zing to it, but you don't have to
Okay.
have it. I mean,
Are you doing cinnamon on yours, or are you leaving it out?
no, and like I said, Mama Hunt's not a big cinnamon fan, so we just put
Hmm.
a little bit of honey and a little bit of butter, mix it up
Yeah.
together, whip it up nice and light, and then
Yeah. I know I've got a
that's good
couple
stuff.
corn on the cobs in there and some meat. I know I've got some good chicken tenders in there, and I've got this pizza, and I don't know some other stuff I got. So yeah, I've got plenty to eat over the holidays myself. And
Dude, we got this crazy mathematical uh, recipe for doing prime rib like 7 years ago,
oh
and
yeah,
we've been doing it ever since. And if you do your math right and you cook it right, and you gotta have complete faith in this cooking like
It's all
method,
in. Hmm.
because yeah, you're all in. It comes out perfect every time. But the crazy thing is, you turn your oven up 500 degrees,
Mm.
like the maximum
Yeah.
that a home oven goes to. Most home ovens, unless you got like some kind of fancy ass kitchen.
Right.
Um, and then you do the math, and you put this thing in there at that temperature for like the one we did this year was 38 minutes. And as soon as you hit that 38 minutes, you just
Hmm.
turn the oven on, but you don't touch it. You don't
And you let
open
it
the
ride.
door.
Yeah.
You don't do a thing, and then you
Mhm.
set a new timer for 2 hours, and you just let that thing sit while it's
Mhm.
driving you insane for
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, with that
But
smell.
when
Yeah.
you but when you pull it out and you slice that thing, dude, oh my god, they come out beautiful
Now, do
every
you
time.
wrap
It's
that
like
in
some
foil,
kind
I
of
guess?
no, no.
No?
I season it and I butter it, and you let it go and crust by itself,
Okay. All
and
right.
then you leave it in the oven. Like I said, you don't open the oven. You let it sit there
Yeah.
and do its thing for 2 hours,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
once you take it out of the oven, you're not you gotta let it rest for a little while. So I
Mhm.
usually take and put a tent of foil over the top of it. I don't wrap it. I just put like a tent on it
Right.
to hold the heat in. And then
Mhm.
that gives you time to bake your potatoes and whatever else you need to do
Yeah.
while that baby rests. And
Yeah,
man, oh,
with cooking, a lot of it's timing, to get everything to come out right and warm all at the same time. Uh, that's
mhm.
that's what I do is I will often like a baked potato or something, I will get it up real hot and I will let it ride a lot, not just baked potato, but a lot of stuff. I even did spaghetti. I think one of my burners wasn't working or something, and I decided to try spaghetti to make spaghetti, actually, boil the noodles in the oven and the slow cooked spaghetti. Oh my gosh. I mean, I took all day making that spaghetti, but it was some of the best
It does
spaghetti I've
actually
ever
come out
made.
pretty
It's the
good.
best spaghetti I've ever made. Slow cooking is the
Yeah,
best
it's kind of
if
like
you do it
you're doing a lasagna, because you put
right. Mhm.
lasagna in the oven, and
Yep.
it's kind of like that, but you're doing it with noodles. It's yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but, I had it in a bowl with the water and the noodles and everything, which is crazy, and then I drained them and did the rest, but, yeah, I was fortunate enough, I was surprised, because last time I went, they didn't have any, I don't think, or had very few, uh, turkey, but apparently they got some more ground turkey in, there was no problem getting they had plenty of that at Walmart, so I got a couple things of ground turkey, and I think I'll probably make some healthy, tragic meatloaf or something here,
Ooh,
later, not anytime soon, because 'cause I've got stuff on hand that I need to eat first, but eventually I'll get to the
right.
ground turkey, and, don't remember putting that in the freezer. I better check that after the show. I think I
Yep.
did, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think it's in there.
So there's
Um,
it's bleeding out on the kitchen counter.
yeah, yeah, since yesterday, last night.
Oh no, since
No,
yesterday.
I'm 99.9% sure it's in the freezer, but, um, yeah, I was surprised they had
Wow.
had, some ground turkey, because that's, you know, going for a lot cheaper than ground beef. I played that thing where they got the steaks locked up. I don't think that's at my local Walmart, but in some of those cities where they're just coming in and loading up carts and they're allowing people, as long as it's less than $1,000 just to walk out. That's insane. And like where I'm at, they almost want to check your ticket. And I'll say, no, thank you. I've already paid for this and go on because they have no legal right to stop you. Once you paid for it and got your receipt, it's your
Oh, what,
property.
like Walmart or whatever?
Yeah, Walmart likes to have those checkers, and I'm like, I'm not stopping for you.
Yeah.
I'm busy man, and I paid for this, and this is my goods, and I'm leaving with it. You know, I don't create a
I don't know.
scene.
It doesn't bother me if it cuts down on crime. If it stops other people from walking out of there without paying for shit, then I don't mind showing them my shit. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
yeah. It depends on what mood I'm in, and mainly I'm in the
But you know,
mood to. I
my
just
dad was
checked
a
out.
cop
You just
too, so
watched
I
me. I'm
tend
not standing here while you count the items very slowly
I
and
well
show
I
me your
tend to
lack of
lean
math.
towards the law enforcement side of things because
Have
a
mercy.
society needs a strong law enforcement. At the same
Oh,
time,
definitely.
I see a lot of shit going on in law enforcement these days that's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So it's it is what it is.
Well, now Shadow, and I knew this. They like the four police officers that were supposed to be on that guy's back and on his neck or whatever. And I mean, they only shot that at a certain angle, and they were following police procedure. And yeah, I hate this. How they can do this out in the open where it's just trumped up charge, and these police officers doing their job the way they were trained, and they still go to jail
mm,
because they're afraid, just like OJ was let loose. And that was the first time that we saw a miscarriage of justice, really.
well,
This is
bro,
to get you back. This is reparation. This
I
is
don't
for
want
you
to
putting
argue with
down the
you,
black
and
man for all these years. That's crazy. Either
again,
he's guilty
I
or
don't want to
not.
argue with you. And
Yeah.
I come from a law enforcement family, but I
Yeah.
watch a lot of these videos, and a lot of these cops are out of line and on power trips, and they think they can do anything they want to in a country where we're supposed to be free. We don't
Yeah.
fucking have to show our papers to fucking some Nazi that walks up to us on the
Yeah.
street and says, "I need your ID, sir," when you haven't fucking done anything. And you
Yeah.
don't
And
need to be thrown down on the ground and killed or crippled or tased because you refuse to show someone your ID. I've watched
yeah.
1,000 of these videos. It's
Well,
fucking
you better know than
disgusting.
me. Yeah. And I guess a lot of them have been out of the country
And
too,
my
like
and I
Australia and the UK.
guarantee no, a lot of no, this is in the United States, Rex. I'm talking
Yeah.
about in our
Okay.
United States. And I guarantee my dad is spinning in his grave watching what law enforcement has become since he was a cop.
Oh yeah,
It, it
it's different,
fucking
and the perception. The cheese started slipping off the cracker during the '60s for sure. For Law and Order and other things, but yeah, especially ramped up in the last 20 plus years.
I
Where
mean well since the 80s, bro, really. It's shit
yeah,
has just been out of control, and people have just chosen to ignore it rather than do something about it. So it is what it is, I guess. But I feel terrible for my grandkids and their kids, and what kind of world they're gonna have.
yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not going to be around to see some of this crap come down the pike. You know.
Well,
Uh,
I may not be around to see it, but that doesn't guarantee that we won't see it from wherever we may be.
Yeah. I've been trying to make myself more aware. Actually, last night I was watching, or early this morning I was watching, like self-help videos, and actually subscribed to a channel. I almost sent you a couple of different things, like the deadliest chocolate brands, coffee brands to
Ooh.
avoid at all cost. Things like that. Because I wanted to
Hmm.
inform myself that, and I got to see some of the 2026 penny that's going to be out. They're not going to stop making the penny. They're going to make a few for collectors. But
Right. Yeah, but
next
you're only
year
going to
we're
be able
going
to
to
get
get,
them in like rolls. And
next year money is going to change. Your coinage, a lot of it's going to change, be retooled for the 250th year anniversary. So that's coming down the
Mm-hmm.
pike. You're going to have several quarter designs again, and
Yeah, there's gonna be
half dollars,
there's gonna be a
dollars.
lot of new mintings.
Yeah.
Of course, there'll be a Liberty silver dollar. They do those
Yeah.
every year. Um,
Uh-huh.
so there'll be a new design, but that'll be for the 250th. That's going to be an especially desirable coin among collectors.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh,
So yeah, you can see prices going crazy next year.
and tips of like putting hydrogen peroxide in your toilet tank, and if you have a tough scaly ring or something, what to do about that. A little baking soda with your hydrogen peroxide. Um, and if you have some very tough
Well,
stains, like some scaling,
send
then
me
you
the
get
stuff
like
on the deadly coffee and shit like that for sure.
I will.
Definitely send.
Yeah, I was surprised. And now I know
I'd
what to
like to
buy.
know that information.
Yeah, I know what to buy now. Actually, the one that I can find, the brand is Cuban, and I've actually uh, gotten some of their instant, and it was good. So I was surprised because I was thinking
Yeah.
this is.
Well,
I think I've had this before, and it's pretty strong. It's Cuban, but it's your Arabica beans. It's the higher quality beans, and there's no
Obama.
mold. There's with coffee, you can get heavy metals like lead, and
Mm-hmm.
that can, I think, is really, and uh, Nescafe. Yeah, I'll send that to you. And Folgers. Yeah, you don't want
Well,
that.
especially when you get into the instant coffees, the more processed they are, the
Yeah.
the more probably bad for you they get.
Yeah, they don't really go into the instant that much, but they do tell you what real coffee should be like, because we do. And the chocolates were kind of interesting, because the chocolates have a lot of heavy metals, like cadmium and lead, and that affects your brain, that affects your kidneys, that affects your liver. People are slowly destroying their liver and kidneys through just their uh, years and years and years of coffee drinking, and they point out
Mm.
the ones that are worse for you. Start and brands that you trusted over time, even a Canadian brand that's well known, um, uh, have changed ownership,
Hey,
so they go to a cheaper marketed thing that is basically killing
I'll
you.
be right back.
It's a money saver for them. Uh, Very little coffee, authentic coffee in coffee. I have foregone my coffee today. Um, I had a cup of coffee over there with my pizza, and I plan on napping maybe after the show, get a little rest. So that pizza's still messing with me a little bit. We might have to put this in the refrigerator for another day and get something else tonight. Um, that's the good thing about you know getting food from over there where mom works. It's already prepared, and usually I just have to heat it up.
Sorry, chatting with Mama. Huh? Christmas plans. Christmas plans.
One I tried to watch, and there's different ones, and I'm really surprised. Some of these have millions of views, Shadowhawk, like ramen with
Mm.
eggs. Now, I've got ramen up there because it is cheap food source. Now, some of that stuff is icky buggy. So make sure you get a good quality, and I did, thankfully, at the Dollar Tree.
All right.
And I didn't. I'm different. I didn't eat hardly any ramen at all, even in college. So, but I have it for an emergency food. Now, eventually, I want to eat that and get something fresh. You know,
Hail,
so I
genuine
was
Dave,
looking
and
at ramen
Merry
with
Christmas,
egg.
my friend.
Yes, Dave. Merry Christmas to you.
All
Have
right,
you
Rex.
ever?
Let me tell you this. I've been a prepper since around 2000. I got
Mhm.
into that shit. I was worried
Okay.
about the survival of my family and all I could, so I started buying freeze dried foods and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And one of the best brands of ramen I've ever found that lasts for years and years, tastes fresh as the day you bought it, is the cup of noodles. You can go
Hmm.
to just Aldi's and buy them by the case,
Yeah.
and you can set those things on a shelf for 3 years, and then eat them, and they'll taste just as fresh as day one. And then you just replace them again. But, and they're cheap, and they're everything you need to survive on. You add
Yeah.
a little meat to it, little squirrel
Hmm.
or whatever you can find when you're out, living in the
Rabbit.
apocalypse. Yeah,
Hmm.
some mice.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen them eat that on survival. Ooh, you know, uh, I've had squirrel before. Squirrel
But you know
is
what? It
rodent.
don't it don't taste bad, and it'll keep you alive.
Hmm.
That's the
Well,
important part.
noodles are packed with calories, so that's a good survival food. Noodles, for
Yeah, the only problem with noodles is, um,
carbs.
you burn through those carbs real fast.
You burn through them real
Um,
quick, yeah, especially when you're
yeah,
trying to survival
so
type
so
thing.
you have to find a source of protein, or no matter how many noodles you'll still starve.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but they're fairly lightweight, unless they get wet, um,
Oh
to
yeah,
carry
dude, you
around.
could throw a fucking whole case of those on your backpack and not even feel it. You know,
Hmm. Hmm. But now
fucking.
I didn't eat much ramen. Have you tried it with preparing it with like egg or anything? And I never did find. I can see where they're
Well,
going
see,
for, it's like an
that's
omelet with
the cool.
egg and
Yeah, but that's the cool thing about ramen, because like if you got a can of tuna, or you got
yeah, and they put
hot
onions,
sauce,
some leeks,
yeah, you
you
got
know.
you got anything, you can just chop it up, add it into your ramen, boil it up,
Mhm.
and then you got a nice, healthy soup, and it's got some protein in it. It's got, all that good. That's
Yeah.
that's the cool thing about ramen, because you can just like load it down with whatever you like.
Yeah, and the egg, I guess, kinda binds all the noodles together, right? Yeah, they had heated
Well, it
noodles
gives
and
it,
put, like,
it gives it
3 raw
the
eggs
egg
in
will
it
give.
and mixed it up and then put other stuff in there, and that's like, I'm not eating
Yeah.
raw egg,
It,
I'm sorry.
well, you do it like an egg drop soup. You wait until the
Yeah,
liquid is hot, and then you
yeah,
drop an egg into it and kind of
yeah.
just
I saw
stir it
that
up a
too, where
little
they
bit.
poach the eggs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
I saw that.
but
Yeah.
you get all of that protein and all that goodness out of that egg, plus the
Mhm.
noodles and the soup and the.
Yeah. Uh,
So it is actually pretty healthy.
I saw something where they made it like pie, they even put, like, shredded cheese on top after frying one side of it or something or, kinda cooking,
Mhm.
you know, so
Yeah,
that
a
was
lot of
and
people,
kinda cut it up in triangles.
like that. Hot sauce, and
That
all
looked pretty
kinds of
good.
crazy shit.
Oh, I can't do the hot sauce. That messes with me too much. Even just that
I
tomato
don't mind
sauce from the pizza
a
messes
little
with
hot
me.
sauce, but I'm not like putting a ghost pepper in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, I got
I
hiccups.
I'm still laughing after that little bit of red pepper you got in that oyster or whatever it was, that mussel.
Bro, that was not a little bit of red pepper. That was a fucking spicy little meatball that they stuck in that can, and it was
Yeah.
in there for a couple of years, and
Oh
it just
yeah. It
permeated
turned everything. Yeah, that's
everything.
what it's meant to do is permeate everything. The juice,
It
the
turned everything in that can into pure fire.
mhm. Yeah, yeah.
I was eating lava. It was insane.
Well, it gets hotter and hotter as it goes along, the
Oh my
intensity of
god!
it.
And I love hot stuff, dude. I eat fucking Japanese horseradish, uh, fucking, pure prepared horseradish. I eat all that stuff. I love it when it blows
I,
my sinuses out. And that little freaking can of sardines just took me down, dude. I couldn't even breathe right. I was like, I would never.
trying to do the show.
I'm trying to talk about
It was choking you off with the windpipe. Yeah, it was
it.
funny. You
It,
do that every week.
that, uh, I ain't never buying that one again. That was,
Yeah,
whew.
yeah. Or at least not try the pepper. And it wasn't but a little piece. It wasn't like you ate half of it or anything.
Oh, dude, I didn't think nothing of it. It was just a little tiny red pepper in there. It's like, oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah, dynamite's red too.
Let me grab a little hunk of that and a piece of this fish and stick it in my head.
Hmm.
Oh my god!
That was funny.
Oh,
Um,
speaking of my channel on Instagram, by the way, everybody, I appreciate everybody giving me likes and all that kind of good stuff. But if you could share and repost me or whatever, I was going through my analytics on the channel today, and I have 0 shares and zero reposts. I don't understand why nobody's reposting or sharing my stuff. So
and
you guys
leave a
could
comment.
please.
That helps too. Leave a comment occasionally.
There's people commenting, but they're just not sharing and reposting, which is please
Yeah.
share and repost.
You got to
That'll
get
help my
Mike
channel a
Walters
lot.
over there. He always likes and shares. And how dear,
Well, send Mike my way.
send Mike your way. Okay. Yeah. Red Rover, Red
Dude,
Rover.
I got people that I see on Instagram every day, and I never realized that nobody is sharing or reposting any of my stuff. And I'm like, you guys are over here every day on my channel. I'm talking to you every day, and nobody's. So please, if you guys can remember, I know it's easy to forget.
I know one
But
thing that
Shadow is
we,
trying to grow a little bit, you know.
I, I know one thing that we can do for this Christmas season, and that's to play Mark Largent's Christmas Comet song again. Did you see this the
Oh,
other day, or were you gone by this point?
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat just now, and Ryan just blew my socks off. Mm, yum. uh, sounds
Anyway, here
excellent,
is
Ryan.
Mark Largent did a Christmas uh, song for everyone. So let's take a look.
Oh, cool. All
Only on
right.
Choppy Ass Theater. Ah, ah.
There's a shining light in the Christmas sky, barely visible with the naked eye. With a trail of ice, it's a wondrous sight, and it's headed to destroy us on Christmas night. Catastrophe, the Christmas comet, is coming at us very fast. Our only real hope is to bomb it, or there'll only be a Christmas in 8 trillion tons. It will destroy us all like a 20-mile wide frozen wrecking ball. It might look pretty, but don't be fooled. It's an extinction level crisis like when dinosaurs ruled. Catastrophil, the Christmas comet, is coming at us very fast. Our only real hope is to bomb it, or there'll only be a Christmas past. So the buttons were pushed on that Christmas night. The skies were filled with missiles that exploded bright. We all held our breaths and prayed for all we're worth, and it snowed everywhere on planet Earth. Catastrophil, the Christmas comet, was coming at us very fast. Our only real choice was to bomb it in a flashing wintry blast. In a flashing wintry blast. In a flashing wintry blast. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. We're all going to die.
You're all going to die a horrible death.
We're going to be flash frozen in our sleep.
I hate to tell you, it's AI.
You know, as long as I'm asleep, I don't fucking care. As long as I'm asleep, you flash freeze me, I'm good.
Yeah. Now, do you go to bed early, like on Christmas Eve?
I go to bed when my body tells me to, right? 'Cause I've been trained to wake up at 2:30 in the morning for the
Very early.
past 3 years. I try to fight it on nights when I'm off and stuff like that, but I don't try to fight it too hard because I don't want to get out of the habit of waking up on time. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
I usually reserve my late nights for a Friday night. Tonight will be an exception. Of
Well,
course.
you know, you tell your kids to go to bed early so Santa can come, and if you're up, Santa won't come.
Bro, my youngest daughter is 15.
Yes.
Okay? We're well past the point
I
of
guess the appropriate question was, when you were young, was that told to you, and did you go to bed early?
oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So Santa always came. Okay. Yeah, I might
Yeah, it
watch.
was, and that was Christmas Eve, right? You probably like 9 o'clock. Your parents were hurting you in the bed because they had
Right.
shit to do.
They had stuff to do. Right. Yeah. Get the presents out.
Santa Claus was coming. Yeah.
And if it was something that you had to assemble, some assembly required, they might
Yeah,
be pulling their hair out
and
for
when
an
my
hour.
kid,
Together.
when my kids were younger, we did the same thing. We made a big deal. We'd wear them out during the day. To take them out sledding and do all kinds of shit. Then have a
Mhm.
big Christmas dinner and give them, fucking whatever their favorite dessert was. Get them to bed early, and then that way you can finish wrapping presents and set up
Yeah.
the tree.
I
Because
don't
you
know if
can't have any presents. You can't have any presents under the tree. Remember back in the old days when
Mhm.
we were growing up, that tree was empty until you woke up on Christmas morning, and then it was just fucking packed with shit up underneath
Mhm.
there, right?
Mhm.
Like nowadays, you have like, oh well, there's a gift from Aunt Heather or whatever, So there's like 5 or 6 presents already under the tree on Christmas Eve. But back when I was growing up, dude, that thing was a barren wasteland. It was like, is Santa coming or not?
Uh-huh. Not if you don't get to bed, young man.
hmm You better get your ass to sleep.
Uh,
Santa may not come.
I you know, when I go through Chrome, I can't watch any
Mine
movies.
didn't yet. Hold on a
They-
second, Rick.
Okay. I'm waiting. Well, I feel like Ted Knight right now. Well, we're waiting. I will probably watch, take a nap and,
All right.
What?
Oh,
I was going to,
you are witness to the moment. We're pulling the prime rib out of the oven right
Ooh.
now.
okay.
You want me to leave the sound on or turn it off?
It may sound good. Yeah. I mean, go ahead. I mean, I can
All right.
smell it from here, maybe.
Here we go. Oh my God, I dropped it on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You'd be yelling more than that if it happened. Don't burn yourself.
Of course not.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me show you this bad boy.
Okay. Ooh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Now, that looks like a dry rub crust there.
That is it's a dry rub crust with a light coating of butter over the top.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll
And
crust
well, I
it more.
just took this out of the oven and it's still so toasty, man.
Now, do you do anything
I'm
with the
going-
drippings?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make some gravy out of that. My
Oh,
damn phone is not. There we go.
it doesn't do it justice.
But,
It looks.
but now I'm going to put another light layer of butter on this baby,
Mhm.
and then tent it and let it rest for about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, yeah, and put that tent full over it. So while you do that, I'm going to explain this again. Like on Chrome, I can't watch the movies because it says you're on your mobile app. So what I do is go over there to Firefox, Foxfire, whatever it's called, the other browser, and I try and start the movie. And if I can get the movie, then it will be in my history of watched videos, and then I can access it through Chrome, I think. If I've actually started it. I don't know. Let me try that just real quick here and see if it works. No, it still says this content cannot be played on your mobile browser. Get your YouTube app to start watching. So I will actually, it may be in my history, but I have to watch it over on the other browser. So, and I was trying to watch The Seven Samurai, and interrupted that to hit this other movie up and watched most of it. And it was quite interesting, done in 1950. One of the Toho classics. Napoleon oysters were covered in white stuff, assuming the garlic. Shadowhawk, maybe you know.
Yeah, Billy, it's like a white garlic stuff.
Like roasted garlic, spread on like butter.
Yeah, it might have like, it's fancy. It's French, so it's probably got some like cream in there.
Oh, bosé.
And
What do you call it? A bosé? It's called something like that.
I don't know, man.
It's a heavy cream type stuff you put over stuff.
Right, it's probably got like a heavy cream, some garlic. It's like a white creamy sauce, like
I'm lucky if I know what
do they call that?
to eat with.
There's a word for it. I can't think of. Yeah, it's something
They
like
use a lot of wine, a lot of cream, a lot of butter.
Probably some white wine
ingredients. And we get artificial crap that kills us and
the
sends us to the
question is,
hospital.
right, How
No
did
wonder
it?
our kidneys fail.
That's the only
Sounds like
thing
he
that
ate pretty
matters.
good last night.
It sounds like it tasted wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the important part.
Do you like take the knife to the roast, or do you let Mama Hawk do that, or how do you do that? Serve that up.
What? When we carve those?
Yeah, do you get to carve it, or does somebody else?
Of course.
Of
So,
course. Don't be
the
obtuse.
man of
Of course I'm going to
the
carve
man
it.
of the house is the man of
Yeah,
the house's job to carve the roast beef.
that's right. That's right. I won't argue with that one. It's your job. You cooked it after all. Shoot, it's warm
Well,
enough out there I could grill. It is warm enough out there I could grill. It's
dude,
probably about
it's nice outside. We could have done ribs, like on the grill
yeah.
today instead of doing this.
Yeah,
But
it's probably
whatever.
73, 72 out there right now. I could probably grill if I wanted to.
Bro,
Absolutely.
I'm walking outside to smoke a cigarette and I'm wearing a sweatshirt. This is
I
the
had to
first time
turn the
I
air
put on a
on.
winter jacket.
Mom had her windows open and the sunshine coming in, and it was hot in there about 75. And I turned the air down. I turned it down to like 72, and it was comfortable in there. I knew if we got 10 people in there, it would heat up quickly. So by the time they got there, it was quite comfortable.
Mhm.
Not too cold, but not too warm either, where you're just sweating.
Yeah, I got you.
Ryan says I had it with some Italian capicola meat. Capicola?
Capicola, yeah. Oh, that's fancy ham.
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto is a little different. Capicola is a different kind of fancy ham.
It's a different cut
Still
off the
fancy.
animal, isn't it? Kind of like Canadian bacon.
I don't know if it's where it comes from off the beastie or what the difference is. Not that scoop.
Yeah.
I do know it's a different kind of meat than the prosciutto, though.
Something I could eat anytime.
But maybe it's just a different cut. I mean,
roast beef with vegetables, and take that drippings. Oh my gosh, so good with some bread, some good.
No,
bread.
dude, I'm gonna make some amazing au jus out of this.
Yeah, French dip. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. We get a fresh.
I haven't had a good French dip in a while.
Mama Hawk cooked a brand new, fresh, big ass French loaf of bread at the bakery this morning because she was working. What, baby? The roast is out.
Yeah,
okay, shit. Sorry, honey. I don't know if I turned out the oven or not.
Very aromatic. He was focused on the roast and not if it was turned off or not.
Well, I was adding an extra layer of butter and oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah. Did you get a pretty good price on it? Because I know this time last year you got a great price on turkeys.
Yeah, I had a really killer price on turkey last year.
Now, do they give you something at work? Do they give you a ham or turkey? We used to get, a ham.
No, I don't. Not at mine. Not
every year.
Not at my new work. They don't. Mama Hawk's work gives her a turkey and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to get one from the factory, I suppose.
But she works at a grocery store, so you kind of expect that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But no, Mama Hawk had to work this morning. She took an extra shift because a bunch of fucking lazy bitches were
called in.
So Mama Hawk went in for an extra shift, and since she got there early, she baked a special loaf of bread for us. Wrapped it up, put it to the
Ooh,
side, so we got a nice
there you
fresh
go.
baked big old
Helps to have
French
the
bread.
inside job. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Going with
Yeah.
that prime rib. Yeah, brother.
And it's fresh. I mean, just made today. So actually
It
that was
was
kind of a
yeah.
blessing.
Came on,
It's gonna be a blessing
came
on the
out of the
paycheck.
oven. And like yeah, came out of the oven at like I don't know 7 o'clock this morning, 8 o'clock this
Mhm.
morning. Oh, yeah. Brand new.
And the sad thing
That's
is
one
when
nice
you
thing about having a mama that works in a bakery.
I always liked the bakery. Closest I came to working in a bakery was at Perkins restaurant, family restaurants, because they had their own small bakery, you know, for
Oh, I
dessert.
remember. Didn't Perkins? It was kind of a big pancake place for a little while, wasn't it? Weren't they?
No, it's
Or a
more
breakfast?
family.
A breakfast anyway. It
Depended
was
on
kind of like
when you went in. They would
wasn't it
make you
like one of the
anything.
ones that was like off the highway usually?
I mean, ours
I
was
remember going.
in town, but yeah, it could have been on a
Oh, I don't
highway.
know. I remember going to Perkins when I was a kid, when I was traveling with my dad. We'd be on road trips when we'd see a Perkins.
Well,
I got
you could get like eggs Benedict, you could get a steak, you could get a hamburger, you could get all kinds of fancy stuff,
well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it
I
had some
get
baked
that.
goods that check out. That's kind of smart. They put the baked goods right there by your checkout, almost. Like you want to take some
Mm,
cinnamon rolls
yeah,
home or bread or
or a piece pie or a piece of
piece of
cake
pie.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
they had pretty good selection of stuff.
Mm, yeah, I remember them places.
Yeah, yeah. They I worked there for 6 months. That was it. But I worked my heart out at that job. New Year's Eve, at New Year's they wouldn't let me go home. They kept lying to me, and I just walked out the door. I had a family at the time, but I said if they fire me, they fire me. I'm not going in. They said they kept telling me do one more thing, do one more thing, and they said somebody's thrown up in the bathroom, go clean it up. I said I'm out of here. I've been here 10 hours and I'm dead. And you keep saying I can go home after this, after I do this, after I do that. And after about the third or fourth time, and I said, no, I'm not cleaning up that vomit. And I left. And I didn't know if I had a job the next day or not, which I did, but and they didn't say a thing, but because they knew they were lying to me, about everything. I
Yeah,
would
because I
cleaned up
knew
the vomit. They would have
they,
said, no, we need you to do this.
they,
They were just trying to keep me as long as they could.
they were taking advantage of you, bro. As long as you were gonna hang out, they were gonna keep on fucking giving you more shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
I
said,
mean,
man,
technically they were paying you
I
for it, I guess, but still.
I was dog tired because I not only helped in my duties, but I tried to help the people back in the bakery too, because I was actually had a family and was trying to make a career of that. Believe it or not, I said, well, I need to settle on something and make some money. And the people that they trained us for like 2 weeks, they had people that would fly around all around the country, and when they opened up a new restaurant and they would train you. And we did a lot of training for like
Yeah,
2
and
I
they would try to sell you on fucking what do
You
you
could do
call
this
that?
too. You could do this too.
What
Like that. I did
what do they call that? Where you buy the name and it's your
your
restaurant, but it's
franchise.
their name
Franchise. Yeah.
franchise. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, they would try to sell the shit out of those things. I remember that
Mhm.
shit too.
Yeah.
I went into a few of those fucking meetings that were supposedly, oh, come on in, we're ready to hire you. You fuck you. You're just giving me a sales pitch.
Yeah. Yeah. So I went and I did something else after 6 months, because they put me with a new guy couple times. I told them don't do it again, and they did it again the very next night. He had no experience.
Mm,
I had hour-long tickets because I did not do the breakfast crowd. I was not trained for the breakfast. Had to go by the manual on everything and find stuff. I was more like a steak guy or lunch guy, lunch.
Right, yeah, you were an
That's what I was
afternoon shift
trained
guy,
for.
right?
But I
Right.
was the only person available. And it was a married couple, and they had 2 young boys, and that really interfered with their marriage. The whole place was just
Well, yeah, well, fuck them. That's their fault.
they had
They
lofty
they
goals
couldn't
at the
operate.
beginning. It was a
They
nice new
couldn't
place.
operate a restaurant. That's their own goddamn fault. That's not your fault.
Yeah, it's I thought, well, this is a nice place. Well, it went downhill. They had one guy that had strep throat really bad. I mean, really contagious. And they let him work because they didn't have anybody else. They had some people there that they hired that wouldn't do anything. They were lazy, for one thing. They were just there
Well,
to
yeah,
collect a paycheck. Get rid of them and get somebody else in here.
mm,
Everybody's got to pull their weight. Now,
well, he only said, there's always a certain percentage of people that are just, they just want to stand around and do nothing.
now, when I worked there, they would have placemats, activity mats, just paper, for the kids to do the crayons or something on activity thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
brought home a stack of those things. Why? Because they were Teen Titans George Perez.
Oh,
And I guess they've been lost through time. I used to have them for a long time, and now they're gone. I don't know what happened to them, but I had a whole stack.
you'll find them again one day.
Now, I hope that would be cool. They'll probably be old and yellow, but can you imagine how rare those things were? Because those things weren't kept by anybody. They were used and thrown away.
I don't know. That was George Perez art on those things.
Mm-hmm.
That's
If I remember
fucking
right,
wild, dude.
he was doing Teen Titans at the time.
Yeah, no, that's
That was
cool.
around.
Though. I can't believe they actually used his art on, like,
Something like that. Yeah. Well,
shit like that. Yeah.
look at Garcia Lopez. He's been their go-to kind of house style since the late 70s, mid 70s.
Oh yeah.
He does a lot of their product stuff.
Yeah, it's just surprising to see what they'll license sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got that little Lone Ranger game or something. It's got Jack Kirby artwork on the back. I've got George Perez toy. That's one of those Ultra Force toys, but it's the villain, and it's got George Perez artwork on the header. It's. I mean, they use what they have, with the characters, and you never know what.
Yeah.
They used to rotate out around the ads, is from what I understand. The ads, you saw a lot of Jack Davis ads. Those were kind of a little different. But then you saw a lot of like the subscription ads for Marvel or DC, and that kind of rotated around who would do them. I mean, I've seen some from Gil Kane. I've seen some from Neil Adams. The ads would rotate around to artists, and they would get them to do from time to time. I think they rotated around to whoever wasn't too busy. Do a 2-page subscription ad for House of Mystery or something.
Oh, Ryan, if you ever get a chance, what's it called?
How much training do you need on cleaning up vomit? I know, right? Like, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm out of here.
No, I don't know.
It was New Year.
I don't.
Like,
I don't play with baby poop, and I don't play with vomit. And I'll tell you what, and that was the hardest thing in my entire life. When when your baby has that poop that like shoots up out of its diaper and goes all the way up to the back of her neck.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Oh, wow. He goes the
And
other
you're
way.
just like, ah! You don't know what to do. I hate that. That and puke, I just don't deal with, man. If it's my own puke, that's fine. I'll clean up my own mess.
Uh-huh.
Somebody else's fucking puke, fuck you. That's not my problem.
Well, Ryan, just let me know when you're available and we'll get together. Ryan, do you use Clip Studio? We've been talking about Clip Studio the last couple of weeks
Oh,
over on Topic.
oysters Rockefeller, Brian. If you've never had those, give that a shot.
Straight out of the shell, right?
Huh? No,
Straight
they're
out of the shell.
no. Oysters Rockefeller it's a fancy little dish. It's baked with
Okay.
some with spinach and some cheese, and then served up on the half shell. They're fucking
Okay.
delicious.
It's served on the half shell. Okay.
It
thought
is
it was
served on
shell.
the half shell.
Okay.
Well, but it's not just a raw oyster sitting
It's
there on
not
the
raw.
shell.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. I'd be more apt to eat that than raw oyster. I'm sorry. I'm just not eating raw anything.
Raw oysters are good, buddy.
Well,
And
hey, I guarantee
your
you they
girl,
got. I saw a video, but I didn't click on it about the brands of sardines and other seafood and stuff. They got it
your
on YouTube.
girlfriend or wife will agree that oysters are good for you.
You use Procreate, but I am leaning towards traditional right now. Okay. Yeah, I've heard Clip Studio is pretty good. I don't know. Luke sounds like he's going to go to it, and there's others on the panel that use it, and they really like it. So, for creating comics.
Creating Tommy, what? How dare you, mister?
My comrade here.
Tavares. What is the plan to take
While
over
it's
the CG?
while it's
I know
warm
we have
out,
the ultimate plan.
not in the 20s, which is really cold. While it's in
Yeah, it's
the
probably gonna last like
70s,
2
60s,
days for me.
I will probably raid my DVD collection, which mostly is out in the shed in my long boxes and my comic book long boxes.
Oh, good lord, they're all frozen solid at this point.
No, it's 75 out there, dude. Anyway, while it's warmer, I'll go out there and get me something to watch over the holidays. Maybe some of the holiday Rankin and Bass stuff, Mr. Heat Miser or Cold
How is
Miser.
it? What do you got? A heated shed?
I could have if I had somebody cut me a hole and put the unit in. I could have heating and air in there. Yeah. Because remember I told you they were
I can
demolishing
put a
a Ramada
unit in
Inn
for you.
a couple years ago, probably more than a couple years
Yeah.
He's not listening.
I'm
Remember, I got a
yes, I
couple of
am.
air
Yes,
units.
the Ramada Inn. You
Ramada
got the heater unit. Yes.
It's heater and air. It's the long ones that you get in the.
But where are those things at right now?
They're in my garage.
Okay, they're covered. They're temperature controlled and all that good shit. They're not sitting out in the weather.
No, never have
Okay.
been. So
All
if
right,
I cut a hole and I
just
put one in
checking.
there, yeah, I could have heating and air in that. And it's 24 deep, 24 foot deep. It's
Yeah,
a
but
big
in the
shed.
meantime, it's been freezing out there. You said over the last week or two, so those fucking DVDs have crystallized.
No.
They're gonna be brittle as fuck when you bring them in the house.
No, they're not.
You know, just fucking with you.
Well, if that ever happened, I'd just lose my mind and say, well, forget it. I love physical media, but I, would have to downsize at that point because it's like, I went through this once before when I had like 15 boxes of VHSs and then I had to buy the same stuff all over again for DVD.
Pale Rider, fuck out.
Yeah, he does.
I see you
He
over
was
there,
harsh
Pale.
yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's show, Pale Rider, he's like, he was in some pain and he was self-lubricating a little bit yesterday.
Well, dude,
I
I took a pain pill yesterday. So
Oh, did you? Is that what it was?
yeah, I
That-
have a very limited. I have a very limited supply of those things, so it's a rare occasion when I take one.
Uh-huh. But you thought you'd get
I
the
was hurting.
holiday off with a bang, right?
Well, I was hurting bad enough yesterday that I figured I needed a little
Well,
little break.
I'm glad you didn't have to work the whole day yesterday. You got to go home at noon. That's awesome. You could have won
Yeah, I
no
coulda
Rex
hung
air
out.
fryer, but you didn't stay.
Oh, dude, I could have won a fucking 56-inch TV. I could have won a Bluetooth, fucking like multi stereo speaker with like an 18-inch fucking flat screen video on it. I could have won fucking all kinds. You know what? I've been there 2 years.
And won
There's
nothing.
3 white guys,
Oh.
3 white boys on the fucking crew.
Well, the odds are against
No.
you.
None of us have ever won anything.
It's the roulette thing.
Not only not one of the big prizes, nothing.
Nothing. Not even a door prize.
Not even a fucking goddamn gift card.
And how
What
low
did I
do the
tell
gift cards go? $10?
you? Like $25.
Oh, I hadn't even won at $25. Wow. They don't want you to get too comfortable in your position. That's all it is. They want you to keep opening
bro.
it up at 4 o'clock.
It is what it is. You know what? I just keep documenting it and recording different things and
Next
and
year,
taking
win
my
a
day,
sombrero. I tell you, dress the
taking my
part.
daily log. And
And
when they finally when they finally decide to do something stupid and fire me, then I fucking open up multiple lawsuits on the entire company. I'm a very patient man. I don't go out looking for trouble. But if you want to bring trouble to me, I'm gonna fucking goddamn hurt you.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad you got 12 days off to think about it. Think about your life choices.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. I just said it.
Think about my life. I got life choices for you right here, mister.
Life choices for you right here. Yeah.
Taylor, these DVDs are melted together.
That's blatant discrimination.
Yes, Ryan, that's blatant discrimination. 60% of the people that work in my building are illegal aliens, Ryan. My entire fucking operation that I work in is blatant discrimination. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Sweatshop.
If I ever decide to leave, I mean, I can cause massive havoc. I can call ICE. I can call fucking the EPA. I can
Out
call
of business
every.
overnight. You can put them out of
I can
business.
call every government agency that exists on these people because they live by their own laws. They don't fucking pay attention to any regulations. But that is my fucking point. Is I have to have a job to support my family so that I don't become homeless and die in the fucking freezing cold of Chicago.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Well, I
gonna
mean,
do that
the good thing is, the good
unless
thing
I
is
am
if you,
forced to.
the good thing is, Shadowhawk, if you ask a bypasser to shoot you and put you out of your misery, they probably will in Chicago.
No, hell no. Those fucking pieces of shit in Chicago. If you ask them to shoot you, they'll fucking go, nah. You're
Hell
asking for
Rider
it.
says Shadow's life choices like his Mighty Mouse tattoo on his ass.
What?
Is that true?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Do you have a Mighty Mouse tattoo that you had put on years ago on your ass?
Uh, no.
Questionable life choices. Here I come to say the day. Look at that. He kicked himself. Who knows if he'll be back. Anyway, I'll give him a break today and myself a break. We'll get out of here. I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas Eve and Christmas Day tomorrow. We will be here for Christmas. You know, we're here 365 days, 366 days on leap year. We did that last year. Welcome back, Shadowhawk.
I do have a crow tattoo on my shoulder that looks suspiciously like Gene Simmons. Um, But other than that, no, I don't have a
You
Mighty
should have
Mouse.
paid the tattooist the extra $10 to do it right. That's something you don't go cheap on. Tattoos.
No, when you're doing a tattoo, you want to pay. You want to find a guy that's a good artist, and you want to pay
Mhm,
him well. It's not like when you're making a comic book and you find some cheap ass fucker.
mhm.
I'm fucking around. Sorry.
So, is your family
You
working
find
on?
like a Vic King. No, oh. Did that name slip out of my mouth? God damn it!
Yeah, yeah, that was a misstep. People forget about
That was
that. That was
bad.
a big misstep on my behalf, but
I'm sorry.
who knew? You know.
It was a big mess up on everybody's path, bro. It wasn't just you.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta feel bad about that.
Well, at least we wised
You
up
ain't gotta
after a
feel
while.
bad about that at all, man.
Yeah, we we
That
we
that
wised up and sounded the alarm long before a lot of people while they were still defending the guy. So, we did
mm,
our part. We got
well, the
burned,
thing
and
that
it
worries
still
me,
stings. But
is how many other people are out there that are like that, man. Ooh. All right, it's Christmas time. We don't want to talk about it.
I haven't put up any more pages on the campaign, but I will do that over the Christmas.
Oi,
Carrie,
oi, Carrie, there you
I
are.
don't
I was
I don't know if
wondering
you
where you
were in
are.
here, but thank you I bought these yesterday. Thank you for the new
Did
markers.
Carrie just
I
did
completed
Carrie just
this
get here?
piece with them. So thank you for the new markers, Carrie.
Why, Carrie?
Uh,
How dare you, young lady? You're so late.
never be a tattoo artist because I won't do demonic things. I won't
No,
do
no,
acid.
honey, I'm sorry.
Perv took gave shitty stained art. I'm in a hospital. Okay. Glad you got them. Yeah, I got them yesterday. And probably
What?
used a
Oh,
few. I don't
fuck.
know. A very limited palette on this on the pizza round. I did a pizza round last night. So, yeah. So I finished this full size piece and did this last night. So on Topicless. So I was quite productive. And now I got some more markers in my arsenal. So thank you so much for that. Got me a new collectible. This thing's going to be heavy to ship if I ever decide to sell it, right? A toddler could have done better than him. Girl asses would be okay. Yeah. Welcome back, Shadowhawk.
Yeah. All right. Christmas is getting dark.
Well, Carrie, thanks for reminding me. I'll try and get, I'll look at the files and try and put some more pages to Devil Flyer up on the campaign. We did get a new backer yesterday. So now we're up to, what are we up to now? Up to no good, more or less.
277, right? No, 177.
We're up to $4,351. We're up to 77 backers.
77 back. I knew it was
77 backers.
77.
The Ninja Ginkgo in the house saying happy holidays to you.
Hey, Trinko.
So yeah,
Happy holidays,
we are $149 away from our next stretch goal, which will be a 6 a.m. sticker and 4 more pages added to the art book. Woohoo! So we're gonna make that, I'm pretty sure. And then our next stretch goal after that is 2 stickers, Lady Hopper and Hopper sticker. And if you buy you're already getting a Hopper sticker plus a 6 a.m. Cortex sticker if you buy the sticker book, which is only $10 free shipping, free domestic shipping. And then if like somebody international wants something, and they're already receiving something from me, I'll look into the shipping and we can probably shave that shipping off for you. Did you hear Chris Rhea? I've been out all day with Christmas over at Mom's, who sang Driving Home from Xmas passed away. I hadn't heard that. Been on heart monitor.
Oh, no.
So I got to be good. Fell off the bed, stupid knees from turning over. It had been filmed. I'd share to make people laugh. Hopefully it wasn't too painful.
Oh, okay.
Put the cap on, try and drink it. It's warm anyway. Are they getting those sides ready for your feast?
Wait, Chris Rhea. Is that spelled correctly, Carrie?
Who's saying Driving Home for Christmas? I don't know. I don't know that singer.
No. When he was singing the song Driving Home for Christmas. No, I had not heard that, Carrie.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was driving home from Christmas and he died on the road.
That's what I thought he got in an accident driving home for Christmas. Fuck.
She wants to know what you're drinking. Oh, I'm drinking orange and cream. It's warm. I drank the cool one already. No coffee for me because I'm going to probably take a nap and sleep with Abby for a little while, and then we'll see what we do. Maybe I'll work on the campaign a little bit and put some more pages up. I don't know how difficult that'll be. You want some more pages preview to look. I'm glad you said something about that to remind me, Carrie, because I had promised you I would send you a ash can, and I will with your stuff. I've got you a little bundle in there. And Shadowhawk, I've got you a box in there. One thing that should I spoil it for you, what I'm going to send you? It's nice. Yeah, I like it. It does have caffeine in it though. Hello, Bone.
Yep. Orange and cream. Hey, Bone. And Carrie, you already know I'm drinking bourbon.
Bourbon. Yeah. I've heard you have the occasional beer though. You've told me that a time or two.
I do have the occasional beer. I have the occasional martini. Actually,
Now I got me a
today,
collector's stein to
I
drink it out of.
today I started off the day with an apple teeny.
Mm. Um, yeah, I sent you your severed heads last year already. I'm going to send you your what was Trent? Was it Trent Canuga's? What's his ice snowman?
I
Is that
got
his
no
character?
severed head.
His phone is crap. Shadow only drinks beer in the summer. Okay. Dinner here was awful. A tiny baked potato and pot of pineapple chunks. Really? Save you a slice of pizza. Doesn't have prongs on it, but best I can do. Ship it to you. It might be a little moldy. You sent someone a severed head? No, I sent him 3 little severed heads in his box last year. He just doesn't remember.
God bless it. Yeah, no, I do remember. Yes, I did get the severed heads last
That
year.
goes
Right?
to your snowman, and I'm going to send you your snowman statue. That goes with your snowman. I bought it loose on eBay.
Well, I remember. Oh, are you shouldn't.
No, I'm sending it to you here, so be looking for it.
All right, though. I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay. It's
because it was cool to have the little heads. I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that goes with the
I didn't
snowman statue, and that particular statue has got like bronze highlights, and that's the rare one.
Ooh,
That is the super rare one. Yeah,
Mr.
It was the only one that got on eBay. When I knew that, when Ethan was talking about Snowman and Trent and all that, I went on eBay and I bought it.
All right, so now I gotta find you something super special for Christmas. I get it. I see your.
I've owed you
I
that
see your
snowman statue for a while. I just haven't sent it to you yet. What's on your pizza? Looks yummy. It is pepperoni, bacon bits, and Italian sausage. And I have had none of it.
Ooh.
I had cheese when I was over there today because I couldn't get them. But they were going to take these 2 pieces home, but they left them. So Mom didn't want them, so I took them.
There you go.
Will the pig make it to dock in 2026? Yes, in 2026 it will make it. Yes.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. Well, now I've got a replacement. I got O'Cleary here as a replacement.
You've had that replacement for fucking months.
I have. Yes, I have.
A year, maybe a year.
Not that long. Maybe 3-4 months at the most.
Nah, bullshit. It's been longer than 3-4 months.
Yeah.
All right, we'll split the middle.
Okay, 6 months. Yeah.
Poor Doc's been waiting for that pig for like 3 years now.
He has. I have fan art in envelope in my kitchen to mail you, Rex. I shared those.
By the time he gets it, the battery in that fucking thing is gonna be dead.
Put 10 with the art so that you can do mini versions of your pizza rounds. They are a 10 centimeter mini. Okay. Are they wooden? Wow. I know you can get wooden discs too. Yeah, but I decided to do another pizza round last night and did Entropy. He turned out pretty good. I was happy with it. I had ran out of my brush ink, so I had to do the dipping ink, and it was not as solid an ink. So it took like maybe three to four layers just to do the background. So a lot of inking on that one. That was the majority of what had to be done on that one. But I like how it turned out.
We'll have to stop crochet for personalized
Herb
herb.
grinder, Shadowhawk. So she's going to crochet something that goes around your herb grinder. Yes, wood and unfinished, so you can use acrylic paint pens to create art on them. So cool. Neat.
Oh, that's awesome, Carrie.
Do they
Thank
know
you,
when
Ben.
you're going to get out of the hospital, Carrie? Do you know yet? Probably not yet, huh?
Poor girl.
And I guess the fall hurt her
You got
knees.
somebody taking care of your kitties, Carrie?
Always, I was told as a
Got
kid,
Shadow and what's his name, Flux
never
or
get up
whatever.
quickly. Never get up quickly. Sit up on the side of the bed and let your equilibrium and your blood flow and everything, firefighters will tell you that, get up out of bed, sit up on the side of the bed for a second, whatever, and let your body adjust to the new posture. When you get up quickly, sometimes you can get lightheaded and fall down, Hopefully going home in the morning, that would be great. Yeah, I remember one year where my mother got down on the ground, couldn't get up, and it was on Thanksgiving. So we spent Thanksgiving in the emergency room. That was a lot of fun, till she got a room, stayed overnight. She actually broke the tendon in her toe, which is still broke today because they can't fix the tendon, in her big toe. And that's what led to her tripping a couple times, more than a couple times, and broke that side of the hip, fell again, broke that side of the hip. It's amazing
I
she's
haven't
still
heard
alive.
it. That oven's barely audible. Did set another timer? Oh, sorry. Mama Hawk.
That's all right. Sounds like the feast is almost ready.
Yeah, dinner's ready. Getting ready to come out of the oven.
So what kind of bread did Mama Hawk make for your dinner?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay. It
Hold
delish
on.
and
Let
fresh.
me look.
That's good. Oh, Carrie, I'm sorry they didn't feed you any better than that. Actually, they feed my mother pretty good there. Usually she puts some of it back for me. So I've got ham in there and all kinds of stuff, chicken tenders that are already being cooked. I just had to heat them up. That's what I had last night. Chicken tenders.
It's a fresh baked Italian. Right?
Ooh, there you go. And that will go good with your au jus that you make from the
Yes,
dripping.
yes, it will.
Yeah, that's better than bread. I mean butter on bread, which is pretty delish by itself. I sent you a Christmas present on your campaign, Rex. Merry Christmas. Thank you, brother. We got a backer.
Oh, hell, Bone.
Thank you, Bone. Let's check the campaign while we're at it.
What?
Just waiting for it to come up.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Right. Bone, you're just too kind to me, I'm sure. Bone's awesome.
He sent you up.
Hopefully you're off work and not having to work. Are you off work, Bone? So now we're about $100 away. There we go. Now it's up there. So now we're over 4,400. So now we $99. Thank you, Bone, for the Christmas present. Appreciate that. Italian herb bread with cheese melted. Oh yeah, that would be great. Only works half a day today. Well, good. Did you get a ham or a turkey? I hope. Maybe a giveaway. Thank you, Bone. Appreciate that. That's going to go a long way to getting some more cards printed up or magnets or something, on the campaign. I need to check on a few things. I haven't heard from John Dillard. I'm going to have to do something about that. But now Ryan's been working on a piece for a double page spread, and he's almost done with that. And he'll be working on a few other things. And I'm working feverishly to get everybody's sketch cards done.
So what's up with Dillard? Is he head down on the urban Sasquatch thing?
I know he was sick for a while. Doc Blaylock said he had been sick for a while, for about a month or something. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was COVID or what, but he was sick for a little while.
But I know he's working on the urban Sasquatch project, right? With I can't think of his name right now.
I thought most of that was done. I mean, or he had launched it.
No, they were redoing it. They were retooling it to relaunch it. I think it got relaunched.
Yeah, well, I think they're in the process of relaunching it. I don't know. Does anybody know about Urban Sasquatch or whatever it's called?
I think they're back in sign up again.
I think it was D-Wag's project, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's D-Wag and
Dillard.
Well, not D-Wag. It's
get some rest, Carrie.
It's Darren Wagner, I think. It's not
Oh, okay.
D-Wag.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Coomsters to come on.
I mean, most people think of D-Wag as the dumpster guy, right?
Yeah, I always get them confused.
Yeah, no, it's Darren Wagner.
Well, we'll be. I am blessed this holiday season to say thank you, Shadowhawk, before your phone gives out again. To have you as co-host. I love you, brother. You're the best co-host on the internet. I don't care what anybody says, and they say a lot.
I love you too, bro. You know that. I like to give you a lot of shit, but I love it.
Mm-hmm. I got a basket back here to hold it all.
Hey, you give me just as much shit as I give you. Don't lie.
I try and keep it lively. Yes, I do. I try and keep it lively.
It's all good, my friend. All good. It's all in good fun, and we're never serious to the point of getting mad at each other. I mean, it's how it's supposed to be. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, whatever. You should be able to have a conversation with people and have some fun without.
Oh, absolutely. I was glad that the conversation
I
over
went to
at Mom's today was lighthearted, and we never get into politics although I think we all kind of agree on things. But it was just about it kind of blew their mind when I mentioned when I was talking about my show because they were asking. And I was like, yeah, I do a daily show. We've done it for about 4 years now. And, my one nephew, he said, I don't really do he said, maybe I'll check it out, so hopefully he'll come in and subscribe. I said, even if you don't, I get it. You guys are farmers. You're not on the YouTube or, interested in that type of thing, but it might be interesting for you to keep up on your uncle and what he does a little bit, on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'd appreciate it. Wise
Yeah,
guys in
dude.
the house. Thank Darren
My
Wagner is
my
working
oldest,
Dillard on Demafoot. That's what it's called, Demafoot.
yeah, Demifoot. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, you got to work a half shift. Wow. Well, hopefully everybody will have tomorrow off. I get it. If you work at Walgreens, you ain't getting a day off.
Oh my
They
God.
never shut down for
Oh,
anything. Gas stations, there's several services that have, if you're emergency room, hospital facility, like
there she
mom's out,
goes.
there'll be plenty of people working. Me, I've got to get my 2023 taxes in by the end of the year, Shadowhawk, which is easy because all I have is
23, dude. What do you mean 23?
I did 24, and I was going to have H&R Block do them when they did in January, when they did my taxes this year. And they said, no, if it's a year over, then we need to get paid up front. And I said, well, I'll just do them myself. Because all I had was my W-2.
Oh, bro, you're gonna get so screwed.
No, I mean, the thing of it is, if you do go past 3 years, see, I've got to if I wait till next year to do it, which
Yeah, well, you don't make that. You're not making a ton of money either, right?
No, I'm not making a ton of money. No, I mean, I'll get a refund. But now, if I wait till January 1st after 3 years, I think your refund goes away. So what they
right?
so
Yeah.
I need to get it in by New Year's so I can get my $300-$400 or whatever it is, back.
Hey, whatever, dude. It's fucking $300-$400 you didn't have.
I know, that's right, absolutely.
I don't give a shit if it's a goddamn dime I find on the ground. It's a dime I didn't have.
I know. And maybe since they did away with the penny, which they really didn't do away with the penny, they'll still mint some pennies and for collectors. But
they're going to be collectors things.
I still say that's out and out theft of them rounding, not giving your change back. If you think about it, Shadowhawk, businesses are doing real well right now, taking your 4 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent, whatever. They're making bank.
Well, think about it, Rex. They're always going to round up. They're never going to round down.
Pennies are still in circulation, though. That's the thing about it. They're just using that as an excuse to keep your money.
I understand that, but again, they're always going to round up. They're never going to round down.
Well, yeah, I get it. I don't like it. And you know what? In there is 100 pennies. I went to the bank. I said, aha, you're never doing this to me again. I'll give it to you to the penny. I'll make sure I have correct change from now on. They're not thieving me, killing me a penny here, 2 pennies there, 4 pennies there, 3 here.
Well, at this point, Rex, you're better off. You're better off going and buying a bunch of rolls of pennies and just keeping them as collector's items. They'll probably be worth more than they are to you for fucking trying to fight the system.
Yeah. Man, I had no problem getting them at the bank.
Seriously, dude, they're probably going to end up being worth more as collectibles than they will be as actual fucking coinage.
I think so. I mean, your rare minted coins.
Yeah, all right. I'm willing. All right, I'm willing to bet you on that one, my friend.
Well, I just told you in 2026 they're going to make a penny.
Well,
They're
yeah,
just not
but
going to have any circulation
they're only gonna be available in rolls, and they're only
for
gonna
collect.
sell them to collectors.
Right. Yeah. And you get
So
them directly from the mint. Yeah.
that's why I'm telling you, go out right now, buy yourself, 10 rolls of fucking 2025 pennies, because that's the last year that they were officially produced,
Okay.
and just
I
put
can.
them away.
Okay.
They'll be worth a bunch of fucking money in about 15 years.
You think
A
so?
hell of a lot
Okay.
more
Well,
than
that one
a hell
person
of a
paid
lot more.
400 and something $1,000 for that last penny, or the 3
They'll,
pennies that
I guarantee,
struck. I don't know what's gold.
I
You know.
guarantee you, dude, there'll be a lot more than a penny a piece 15 years from now.
I wonder how much you're paying. I mean,
I mean, it may
six.
not be a huge amount.
Yeah, 6 cents a penny. I'm just like the money that you. So how much should I invest in pennies? Like maybe $2 worth, 3,
Dude, like I said, go out and buy like 10 rolls.
10
What does that
rolls.
cost
Okay,
you?
$5 worth.
$5?
Hmm.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like $5 worth. You put them away for 15 years and you sell them for fucking 10 cents a piece. I mean, you fucking, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's going to be wild is 2025 uncirculated pennies. They've been in circulation, even if
that's
they're
what, that's what I'm saying. Buy them new from
new
the
at the
mint.
bank. But isn't that circulated?
No, not if you buy it. If you go to the bank and you tell them you want new
Uh,
uncirculated ones from the mint, they're
oh,
gonna be brand new, shiny,
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
pretty
I
little
mean, you specify,
2025.
I want uncirculated, brand new. Do you have any?
Right.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
if you got them, if they got them, they'll sell them to you. They have to. If they don't, they won't. Uh, but if you can, you get them, why not? It's the last year they ever produced. You got brand new ones, uncirculated. You might get $10 a piece for them, dude. You never know.
Yeah. All right.
I doubt it,
Well,
but you might get 10 cents a piece for them. You know, it's still a
yeah, I
decent
mean, I'm a
investment.
little skeptical on that
It's
because
only
I had,
$5, dude. It's $5. It's not gonna fucking break your bank. You grab $5, you fucking put them
right.
into some little, airtight packages with some of those
Merry Christmas to
desiccant
you all.
things, and you put them away for 10 years, and you see what happens.
All right. Well, I'll see you in 10 years.
And I'm assuming you got another 10 years.
And then I can, well, I hope I've got another 10 years at least, but,
I'm just
healthy, wealthy, and
fucking.
wise. Yeah, we'll be going on the fast track by in 10 years. I predict Shadowhawk will be in like Flint. You wait and
Yeah.
see. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen in a
Well,
very big way.
we'll see, my friend. We'll see.
Well, we'll try. We'll
All right.
either
Well,
we might die trying. We burn up in the atmosphere, but we're gonna, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. We're gonna make this work, one way or the other.
woohoo. All right.
And
Well,
yes, I'll be
Halo.
here when a lot of other people will not be here. They'll be long gone and an afterthought.
We love you. Merry Christmas. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning for a very Merry Christmas morning.
Absolutely. Merry Glitchmas.
Night, y'all.
Good night. Enjoy your roast. Sounds